reporting for Kids First. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with writer and director of Brie's Bake Off Challenge, Emily Aguilar. Ms. Aguilar has produced 3 films since graduating film school in 2015, all of which have been picked up for distribution. She wrote the screenplay for Brie's Bake Off Challenge in 2017, when she was just 23 years old. She produced and directed it the following year. She wrote the screenplay for Brie's Bake Off Challenge in 2017, when she was just 23 years old. The following year, she directed and produced the film. She discussed distribution for HBO Max 4 years later, all by herself. It debuted April 1st, 2022. Wow, that is so impressive. Thank you so much, Ms. Aguilar, for talking with me. You did what some people take decades to do. How does it feel to be so young and so successful?
Honestly, I am very excited for everything that's happening, but I'm also relieved because it's been a journey and it's definitely been difficult, but I wouldn't have it any other way. We really all persevered, and with hard work and determination, we got this film done and it's on HBO Max. So I'm really excited and happy.
I love that answer. Your bio is so impressive. You've written 3 films in 5 years, all of which have been picked up for distribution. You negotiated that yourself. Can you tell me a little bit about how you bypass the traditional ways of representation in negotiating these deals yourself?
Yes. So in business and even in life, we have to create our circle of people that we know, our network. And so while I was in film school and even just working after college and stuff, I definitely created my network. So when I filmed those movies, I was able to contact people, and sometimes you have to just email people and cold call them and say, hey, I have a product, do you want it? And you really have to put yourself out there, and that's definitely easier said than done, but it was all possible because you just have to keep going and get through the grind of things. So that's really how it got done.
That's a really big thing to do by yourself, so
Thanks.
be proud of that. So let's talk about your film. What was your inspiration for Brie's Bake Off Challenge?
Oh my goodness. So Brie is the character that inspired me to really surround the whole story around her. Brie is a 12-year-old aspiring baker, and she hears of the spring bake-off challenge happening at her school. So she wants to do everything she can to win first place. And then she gets faced with her arch nemesis, Vanessa. So when I was writing that movie in 2017, I really, really wanted to create something fun and positive. And I actually love watching baking shows and cooking shows. And the whole feel of the competition really is what got me excited to write about it. Like, I don't know if you can imagine just me sitting on the couch laughing to myself in front of my laptop writing this thing, because I just wanted to create something positive. And I want kids and teens and families of all ages to watch the movie and just see that this one girl wanted what she basically aimed for something that she wanted, and through hard work, perseverance, she can do it. So
I love that. Absolutely love that. So what advice do you have for aspiring writers or directors who may perceive that their age is a limitation?
Yes, advice I have is definitely you have to learn by doing. It's one thing watching interviews and watching podcasts and reading books about it, but you really have to jump in and get in there. So start writing and start directing projects with your friends, your families, any other actor friends you may have, because that is truly the thing that will set you apart. You have to really start engulfing yourself with what it is to be a filmmaker, what it is to be a writer, director, or anything that you want to get into. Just engulf yourself in that mindset and tell yourself, I am what I want to be, either that's a writer, director, filmmaker, or what have you. And if you have that mindset already, you can do it.
Wow. Okay, so what is your favorite scene in this film?
I love this question. My favorite scene is actually, I think it's the first art classroom scene. And we have our main star, Devin Leah. She's Brie Hayes in the movie. And she gets made fun of in this scene. Her name is Brie, and her classmates, and one of her, classmates called Vanessa, um, actually calls her a cheese wheel and makes a drawing about it. So she makes fun of her name. And this is actually what inspired, this is the first scene that I ever wrote in the movie. And it's one of my favorites. And you'll see Mr. Claymore, Adam Cooley, he did an amazing job as the art teacher. But that scene, you'll see the first art scene in the movie, is truly it's one of my favorite scenes. And it's actually the first scene I ever wrote that really spiraled and made everything happen. Like, this is like, I want to make Brie come to life. And that's that scene.
Hey, what are some of the challenges and lessons that you had to overcome as a writer and director and producer?
There are so many challenges, but the most challenging one that I'm coming across even today is really patience and hard work really does pay off. It really, really does. So I wrote Brie's Bake Off Challenge in 2017. It is now 2022. That is 5 years of this movie and this journey. And again, I wouldn't have it any other way, but it really did take patience and, of course, the hard work of making it and bringing people together for post-production and now, marketing. So definitely for anyone watching who has any kind of project, patience and hard work really is the key to getting what you want to create done.
Right. I think it's a lot to have that patience, especially because films take so long to make. So I really, really think patience is really good.
Yeah.
So, since this film is about baking, I have to ask, what is your favorite dessert?
My favorite dessert will have to go between chocolate cake and cookies for sure.
Chocolate cake is actually one of my favorite desserts.
It's just so good, I can't turn down a chocolate cake.
Never do that.
Mm-mm.
Okay. What message do you hope people will take away from watching Brie's Bake Off Challenge?
One message is that I want families and people of all ages to truly see that if you put your mind to something, you can do it. It is truly one of those things where if you surround yourself with positivity and people that support you 100%, that you can really do the thing that you want to do. That is really what Brie's Bake Off Challenge is all about. And that's really what the movie is about too, just in itself in the making. I mean, everyone involved in the movie put their hard work, love, blood, sweat, and tears, and 150% of their effort into the making of this movie. And I think that really shows. So anyone watching, that's definitely a takeaway, that if you believe you can do something, you can do it.
Absolutely. I mean, there's times where I didn't believe that I couldn't do something, but after I really, really just pushed myself, I definitely felt like I could do something. So that is an amazing response. Last questions. If listeners want to follow your journey as a writer, director, or producer, how could they do that?
The best ways are Instagram and TikTok, and it is the same handle. So it's at the momentum. So I coined the word the momentum, but instead of a UM, I put a EM. You can kind of actually see it here, the momentum. So you type in the moment EM. So I'm on Instagram and TikTok, and honestly, I love people just reaching out, and people are being really, really supportive on all of my social media handles. And it really shows me that people care and want to support me and my journey in the films. And that's just an amazing feeling. So definitely if you have Instagram or TikTok, people can find me at the momentum with the EM at the end.
Okay. I hope everyone got that. Make sure you definitely go support her.
Yay.
Thank you for talking with me, Miss Emily Aguilar. Brie's Bake Off Challenge is available now on HBO Max. I'm Hanadie, reporting for Kids First. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel to stay informed about upcoming films. Thank you. Bye.
3, 2, 1, time. Hands up, bakers.